Well, happy Saturday, everyone. I'm just preparing a homemade chicken soup, and I just realized maybe you might be interested. I am just in love with all kinds of soups, and I am making soups all the time. I'm sorry, the fan is on. Whoops. And easy. I've just got chopped carrots in there, celery, onion. I had a little red pepper left over. I added that, garlic. I'm just put some fresh thyme, rosemary, a little bit of sage, bay leaves, and I'm gonna do, I have this chicken stock, and I'm sure lots of people know about it, but it's yummy. So it's really easy to make fresh stock for your soup if you don't have any of your own fresh stock. Yeah, it's really good. It comes in beef, vegetable. I'm not sure if there's a seafood one, but they're yummy. They're really great to have in the fridge. So I'm gonna add that. I've got some roasted chicken I'm gonna add to that. And I think I'm gonna just add some brown rice. But again, if I could turn this around, I would. So I'm gonna do it the really dorky way. But there, no, you're not seeing them. There are the ingredients right there. And I haven't added the stock yet. But when I'm done, I will show you. And it's a big bowl of yummy chicken soup that is really healthy and nourishing and lots of vegetables. And it's a great way just to get your either vegetables that you want to use up because you've done some grocery shopping today, and or make it for a dinner this week because you just make some bread, and I'm going to show you how to make the easiest bread ever. And yeah, it's a great nourishing dinner for the kids to come home, or if you're coming home from work. But I will show you the end result, and if I can add the recipe in the description, I will, and hopefully you'll make it. Isn't that the cutest? He's eating little pieces of chicken. So I just wanted to come on, and I'm just finishing up the chicken. Got my little guts over there. I've torn that chicken apart. But I also had dill. That's another little yummy thing that just brings all the flavors together. And I'm gonna add parsley. And so I'm just about to do that right now. Oh my God, she's cute. Look at her. Yum. So the soup is just warming up. And here's my chicken. Here is the better than bouillon that I was talking about. I think it's like 1 tablespoon equals 1 bouillon cube, something like that. The other thing that I do is I grind my pepper. I use a pestle and I grind it. I just get the peppercorns, and then it's just fresh cracked pepper that's going in. It's just a more robust flavor. So there's my dill, there's my parsley, and my chicken, and I'm gonna add it all to this yummy soup. I think I may pre-boil my rice just because I prefer the starch, that extra starch, not to be in the soup. So yeah, the camera doesn't make it look as pretty as it is, but it is a very perfect for the day with the snow that's just happening out there now after all the rain. Don't know where that came from, but it's okay. It can snow all at once. We know it's not going to stay, right? So it's a farewell snowfall, which is kind of sad because winter is over. It is officially spring. So those last snowfalls are always pretty. So there you go. The dill and the parsley and the chicken's been added, and it's going to be just yummy. I thought today I would do a little touch up of the beadboard backsplash right here until I receive the piece of marble that I want to go here to protect it, and down here and over here to match my countertop. Yeah, it's not a waterproof beadboard. Bad on me. I always get my clients to do a waterproof beadboard when they're doing their bathrooms or a shiplap or in their kitchen, but when it came to me, nope. non-waterproof went in. So I couldn't have it fixed because it was already done, but it's fine because all the other areas, like over here, there's no water, nothing gets there. It's just right, the only issue I'm having is behind here. But like I said, a piece of stone is going to go there that will protect it. So that's what I'm working on today. And I'm going to use a little bit of a matte waterproofing on it, so that should help. And that's my little project. And I'm also going to be finishing up my limestone walls that I did, the finish that I did on the walls, the plastering, and I have to protect it with lime soap. So no, I did not adhere limestone to my wall. It is a plaster finish, and I'll tell you more about that, but it has to be protected by lime soap, and that's what I'm going to do as well. I have a little area here that I'm also going to finish up. I added it after I added the beadboard, and there was a little sort of gap here, so I just added a piece of trim. I'm going to paint that at the same green, and this was the finishing of the plaster that I am talking about, putting the lime soap, the lime soap on. It's still early in the morning. So I'm going to put that on to protect it, and it's, you know, in other areas of my kitchen you can see the sheen on it. It's really, really beautiful. I started this last summer and I am finishing it now. You see how things get ahead of us and get away from us? Gets away from everybody. So don't be too hard on yourselves. It's a Sunday morning. It's the perfect time to do it. So I'm going to get at it. It'll take me just a little time, and it'll be worth it, and I'll be happy in the end that it's all done. Well, happy Sunday morning. I am just about to do some little touch-ups around the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen where I'm trying to do all of Duval's style to see if I can have that look before having to completely destroy and renovate. I think I can have that look with adding, you know, the colors and changing up the handles. I added a plaster finish. I'm going to be taking down this area. I'd like to do a nice hood over there. I've opened up some cabinets. I've added some skirting. Yeah, so it's coming together. I just have to get a few pieces. That's why it's been taking me some time. I have to find an antique cabinet to insert, but I think I can do it. I think I can, you know, update the look of this kitchen with just some pieces and some patience, and just having an idea of the style that I want and sticking to it. So that's why I added all this beadboard around the backsplash rather than your traditional backsplash. I did have white subway, but I've changed it out to the beadboard, which I'm really loving. I've added a brass rail. If I could, if I knew how to turn this around, I would, but I'll insert pictures for you. I do have them in my playlists where I have started, where I did the beadboard and I changed out the light switches and painted out the color. Yeah, just doing things like that to give it that feel. So I did do some trim work that I'm going to paint out. I added beadboard as so this is something to caution if you're planning on doing something like this. I always tell my clients in their washrooms, their bathrooms, their kitchens to use waterproof wood. You know, there's, just so you know, FYI, there is waterproof beadboard and shiplap. And of course, did I do it in my own? No. I have no problem with it. It's just behind the sink where the faucet is. I'm going to be adding a piece of stone that matches the countertop. That's going to be in a nice shape behind the faucet, so the splashing will not be damaging the wood. It's not really damaging it right now, but it is, you know, kind of working its way, and its little pieces are coming off. So once the wood is protected with the stone, I don't think I'll have much of an issue with that. So I'm just going to paint up the little areas that have been affected, and I'm going to do a waterproof finish on it. So that will take care of that until the stone is installed. I've been waiting for the stone, like we all do. We all have to be patient. I'm waiting for the stone. And in the meantime, I have a little DIY I might try. I got a very thin piece of plywood, and I might cut it out as the shape and try to do a faux finish on it that matches the countertop, and do like 3 or 4 coats of a waterproof protector on it, and see how that works for a while. And what else? I think that's pretty much what I'm going to be working on for the next hour or so. I have a friend coming by, so we're going to do a little catch up. She's been away for a month, and down in the sunny South Carolina area. And then I'm going to go meet my mom for probably a coffee, and maybe do a couple of little errands, and then I'll come home and make some yummy dinner. Yesterday I did make some chicken noodle soup, so I'll attach that. Very easy soup. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, soup is one of the best nourishing things that you can have ready for your family, for yourself. It's in the fridge. You can grab it, heat it up, and you can make it creamy, you can make it brothy. What I've been doing lately, a friend of mine kind of turned me on to this. She used chickpeas and rice. So I started doing that. I used to use potato as a creamer, so you could still use a vegetable. You don't have to use cream or flour to thicken it. But I started using the rice and the chickpeas, depending on the style of cream that I want. And it acts as a really nice emulsifier. It really does work. So try it when you're boiling out your vegetables. Just at the end, add the rice if you're going to make a cream soup, and then blitz it. And it has a creamier consistency, and you would be fooled thinking that it was a cream. And no calories. Well, not no calories. Don't take that literally, but you know, less calories. And yeah, so I made the vegetable soup. Yeah, what was it? Chicken vegetable soup with a chicken broth, and the broth is made from that chicken bouillon that is, oh my God, I can't think of the name right now, but it's in the refrigerator department. Anyways, I'll take a picture. I'll add a little thing from yesterday so you can see. But just really, really simple. Just lots of vegetables. Again, broth, garlic, onion, carrot, celery. I add some dill, and I add fresh thyme, rosemary. I add sage, bay leaves. I just try to make it really flavorful, like I amp that flavor up. And the dill, I find people are always like, you put dill in your chicken soup? But I do find that it adds a freshness to it, lots of parsley. And then I have a roasted chicken, and I put chicken in it. You can add rice at the end. I cook it separately, and then I add it. I do the same with pasta when I'm making a minestrone. I just don't like that extra starch. So I cook it sort of al dente, and then I rinse it, and then I add it to the soup. But so I've got a soup, but this afternoon I think I'm going to chop up some vegetables and put them in the freezer, because when I see celery on sale for like $1.99, or, you know, asparagus for $1.88, I buy them, and I just chop it up, and then I put it away in the freezer. So when I do want to make a soup, or I do want to make something, it will be there and ready. But today, if I have enough time, I will show you how to make the easiest bread. And I know there's a lot of people that are talking about breads that are easy to make. But this one, I promise, it's no fail. It's really easy. Once you do it 2 or 3 times, it's like 3 cups of flour, a cup and a half of water, 1 package of yeast, a teaspoon of salt. And it's basically that easy. Just slop it. It really looks like slop. And then you put saran over it. You put it in a warm place. It can stay there from 2 hours to 2 days. The longer you let it sit, the better it is. I guarantee you, the better it is. It ferments longer, and the flavors of the yeast in the bread, oh, to die for. And I'm not gonna say chef's kiss, okay? So over with that. So I will put it in the oven for 45 minutes, and it's in a Dutch oven. So easy, and it's so delicious. It's a no fail, and everybody loves it. And again, better with butter. You put a slab of butter on that, oh my God, or with a piece of cheese, everyone's gonna love it. You love it so much. I swear, when I first started making it, I think I must have made one every day, and I was eating that loaf every day. So, but it's really yummy with soup, you know, or if, you know, someone's coming by in the afternoon and you want to make a nice dinner, you can make a bolognese or a nice pot of soup and, you know, make a couple of these loaves and everybody will enjoy it. So I'll try to tag that, and like I said, if I have time this afternoon, I will make the bread and I will film it for you and attach it, and then you can start making homemade bread that is very, very easy, very healthy for you. The longer you ferment it, the better it is for your gut. That's why all those Italians and French women are tiny, because they eat fermented bread. That's, I mean, it's not fermented bread, but the yeast is, you know, just Google about, you know, the difference between Canadian bread. That's why you have to go to a good bakery. Like when you just buy it off the shelves in the grocery store, that's not really good for you. But when you go to a bakery and you buy properly made bread, oh, it's really will make a difference in your health and in your gut. I'm not a nutritionist, so don't like say anything that, I mean, if you want to correct me, yes, please correct me, because all I know is that the better the bread, the better your stomach and your gut and bloating and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna get on with my day, get on with my cleaning, get on with my painting, so I can get out of here and enjoy some of this day. It is freezing outside. It's nothing like last week. It's everything's frozen now because it was all in the middle of melting. But I want to get out there and seize the day and have some time with my friends and my family, and I will see you tomorrow. See here, it's just here, I've painted that in where I was talking about the water splashing. So I've just put another row of paint to really give it another bit of coverage, and then I am going to now add this. So I'm going to do a coat of it. It's matte, it'll be perfect, it'll repel the water until the piece of stone is in. my sweet friend LA is
Hi.
visiting. And she's, been away for a little while, like 3 weeks too long, but we won't mention that. And there's sweet Lola again. She's with the girls. We're going to talk about some of your campaigns for spring, right?
Yeah, we've got some beautiful Canadian products that are so luxurious and so wonderful for your skin, and I think you're going to like them because Leanne gets to try them out in the most beautiful bathroom.
Yes, and I love all your products. They're wonderful. They feel good. I have my my creamy blush on.
It looks really nice. Your skin always looks really glowy.
I wear it all the time. I love it. It's just so easy. Lips, I put it on there. I put it on my eyes.
Okay, you're done.
Yeah, it's an easy application, and I just love the brand. I love the product. I love you. I love that it's Canadian, and we should just be supporting LA.
Made in Canada, but for everyone.
Yes.
Because we're Canadians are very inclusive.
Yes.
We love you.
Yeah, and LA's done wonderful things in her career, so she knows what she's talking about. She knows the product. She knows makeup itself. You should be doing tutorials more and more and more because people love you and you teach. You're a very good teacher.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and she teaches you not to apply a ton of makeup. It's just, I guess, accentuating your best features.
Yeah, and you can just do it quickly. You can do it quickly and get out the door to live your life and to see how, I don't know, I think we're pretty lucky here. We're very, very lucky people.
Yeah, and to feel good about yourself.
With natural things
that
stay with you and support the ecosystem and our economy.
Yeah, and I mean, women, I think they're intimidated by makeup, so they don't wear it at all. And then as they age, they don't maybe feel as good about themselves as they should, because sometimes it's just a little bit of foundation, a little bit of, concealer, some lip gloss, and boom, you look 20 years younger.
Well, you just have to feel good. I think that's the main thing, because it's a lot of negativity out there, and we don't want to be dragged down. We don't want to ignore it because it's a real thing, but there's simple things one can do for oneself.
Exactly.
And if not, then put some on your friend.
Yeah. Well, it's just, I think just makeup is totally underrated. I love it. I always wear it.
But you never look like you have a lot on.
Well, but that's what you've taught me, is that it's, just simple using. Is that a word? Simple usage?
Yeah,
simple usage. It's easy.
It should be easy. Your life should not revolve around your getting ready routine.
No, people will say to me, oh my God, I don't have 20 minutes in the morning to put makeup on. Like, seriously, I don't have 20 minutes either.
I don't think most people do. I think this, when people come to me to sort of wardrobe their clothes, or not their clothes, they're basically, it's like their clothes, their makeup and their skincare. I'm like, well, how much time do you have? And so it's like, I'm doing this while I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe 5 minutes. Sort of thing is about average, about 5 to 10.
Yeah.
And in 5 minutes, most people can get ready.
Yeah.
And then do little extra things later in the day if necessary.
Yeah, but I love the whole idea of task stacking.
Oh, so, what's that? Task
stacking.
Oh, say that 3 times fast.
Right, but as you say, if you're doing your makeup, we'll put a little podcast on. If you're doing your makeup and you have to make a phone call, phone somebody that you have to make a phone to make an appointment or talk about something. But it might take 10 minutes to do your makeup, and you're doing your hair, so it might be 20 minutes. But while you're doing that, you could be also feeling that you're doing something that you're accomplishing more than if you feel like, oh, makeup's taking up time for me to do other things. Well, stack those tasks.
I like that idea. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, and do a few things while you're doing your makeup.
Tasking.
I'm sure there's probably an easier way to say it.
Stack task.
Yeah.
Task. Wait.
Yeah.
Stack task. Multi-mask.
Yes,
what?
See?
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm catching on now.
Me and my language.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
I invent words.
Yeah, she does kind of invent words, but it's okay. It's like, okay, that's great.
Yeah, I'll have a dictionary. I'll have a little dictionary at the end.
No, it's all right.
Well, I'll just say goodbye from us, LA and Leanne. LL.
Hello.
Yeah. Well. And I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, and you're getting a chance to see your loved ones and your friends and have a little laugh. And until tomorrow. Mwah.
A bientôt.
So I said I was coming to have coffee with my mom. There's my mom, Mumsy, right there. Look at her little fashion jacket, little fur coat. Everyone stops us no matter where we go. Look at her. She's 86. And she still has to go shopping every day. Little shopaholic. She's not talking. Okay, all I know is the trick now is to put a camera in front of my mom's face and she stops talking because she hasn't stopped talking for 4 hours, but she's a talker. There you go. Okay, well, I just wanted to say that we are having our coffee. We went shopping. We found a carpet. She found an outfit. Don't be saying that. Got me a cute little bracelet. What's that? Oh, what?
I found another outfit.
She found another outfit. It's very cute. I'll have her put it on and I'll show you. It's very cute. It's summery. And that's it. That's all. Bye. Chicken, and she added some broccoli and some basil, yum, 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 yum. And then some fresh pasta that I'm going to add to this, and add some Reggiano Parmigiano, and toss it all up. And I made a fresh salad, and it was a great weekend visiting with my girlfriend that just came in town. And oops, a daisy. Going, but and then spent some time with my mother, and you know what? That's what the weekend is all about, right? Eat some groceries, eat some yummy food. Now I'm just going to get this pasta right into here. I'm going to mix it all through. Use that, as they say, the tears of the gods. I'm going to use some liquid from the pasta, toss it all through, add some cheese, and I'm on to eating a little slice of heaven made with love from my friend. So I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope your time was great with your family and friends, and you did everything that you needed to get done. So it's called the tears of the gods, the liquid of the pasta. So if you add it to what you're cooking, it will make a beautiful sauce. So you just continue to mix it in. The starches will take up the cheeses and the butters, the oils, and you will end up with a gorgeous sauce. If I had you on a tripod, I could add some of the cheese, but trust me, if you add the cheese and you add the water from the pasta, you will have an incredible sauce. It won't be dry, it will be divine. So I added some pepper, I added the cheese, and mix it around, and it will thicken, and it will be the most amazing sauce and the most delicious pasta. See how it's thickening? Try it next time you're making a pasta, and you will love it. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Okay, just another little small tip. I always save a little bit of the pasta water before I strain it, because that is your emulsifier to a cream sauce. If you wanted just to add butter and some cheese, if you wanted to add some pepper, some cheese, and some, maybe a little bit of cream, this is the emulsifier. It is, they call it tears of the gods. It really does make a pasta more silky, more beautiful.
you back when I'm 90.
All right. That's scary for the rest of us. Okay. How old are you?
86.
Are you going to be on the street still?
Yeah.
She got her license. Everybody watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah.